What is going on, everybody? This is Matt Marinoff, Real Estate Recovery Group. Proud uncle moment right now. I've got my nephew on today, Harold Sofield. Sofield Manufacturing used to be the company. The company was actually founded in 1992 by his dad, Harold Sr., or they call him Big Harold, which is actually odd because you're taller than your dad, but that's okay. It's a totally different story.
At least 5 inches.
At least 5. Well, that's what she said. And then, obviously, you went off to college. You had, different jobs. You still have a job, but now you're holding two jobs down. You've got the family business, and obviously, you also have, a different job, which we don't have to discuss unless you want to, because I know you're probably in the witness protection program. But as far as like the services and everything, and being in the service industry, it's not foreign to you. No. And I love the fact that, you're willing to come on here and talk about this amazing product. And you guys didn't invent the product, but what happened was, I guess your mom and your sister, and I'm going to give them a shout out, Solina Foley and Caitlin Madison Foley, your sister, asked you and Anthony and Alexis if you guys would produce this product based on the fact that you guys are in the manufacturing business. So what I'd like to do, if it's okay, we're going to change gears a little bit. And maybe you could tell us a little bit about the story on how, maybe your dad got into manufacturing, how you guys got into manufacturing. And then at the end of all this, we could talk about the fact of why you're so single. And people can follow you on Instagram if they think you're hot and they want to give you a try. So, Harold, tell everybody a little bit about the story and how Sofield Manufacturing became Peninsula Engineering and Manufacturing.
Yep. So, so a bit of background. My dad started Sofield Manufacturing back in the early 90s. His trade is tool and die. So his whole career, he's made precision metal stampings for various different industries, done some government work, pieces that go into computers, some smart weapon stuff actually. So we had that business for a while, ended up selling it, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago, to one of his biggest customers, and then started working for that customer. And then things started shifting where, we kind of started seeing the writing on the wall that some of the family might be moving down to Florida. So my brother Anthony ended up moving down to Florida about 2 years ago, and he's worked with my dad pretty much since he was a teenager. I went to school for finance, started working at Sofield Manufacturing a little bit, but realized that maybe it might be better for my dad and my brother Anthony to kind of stick to that whole thing. A little bit of conflicting personalities to keep it at a minimum. But they're two brains with engineering and programming. Anthony is a complete whiz with just all the BobCAD and AutoCAD and how to translate it to these machines that they work with. So that's a bit of the background. I'm helping these guys out on the weekends here and there, helping them develop some of the material for the product. And again, my background is largely in finance. And I currently work and do budget management for a healthcare company.
That's good stuff. So, basically, from what I understand, so the company was recently formed, a new company, correct?
Yeah. Yep. So Peninsula Engineering and Manufacturing is the new company. And my brother Anthony largely oversees all the operations for the new division, which is basically more plastic and woodworking. So they make a lot of parts for the boating industry. Their main product is considered, it's called Starboard. And the material, it's an upgraded material from the producer of that material. And they have this antimicrobial surface with this material, and that kind of started generating the idea of our mother and my sister kind of started talking to us about this key that they're seeing online. And then they presented it to us. Anthony kind of started doing the programming side of it. And that was it. Basically, after the design, we figured we could produce it quickly and efficiently. So we decided to kind of like just run with it, really.
Is there any type of proprietary rights to this type of stuff? Like as far as anything that would stop you guys from manufacturing it?
No, it's a good question. I mean, from what I'm seeing, there are a lot of these online, especially if you went into Amazon, you see a lot of them. I haven't come across any issues regarding that. I think one of the things that sets us apart is the fact that we're creating it in-house 100%. A lot of the ones I've seen, they have lead times going out till later part of June. We're trying, we can get these out within a day or two. So I feel like that's kind of one benefit for using us.
So let's talk about the fact that it's actually made, produced, manufactured, the whole nine in the United States. That's huge, obviously. And the fact that you guys are in Largo, Florida.
Yep, the Peninsula Engineering and Manufacturing located in Largo, Florida. And the fact that it's made in the U.S., I feel like there's multiple benefits from that. One being, given the fact of everything going on, there's been a lot of jobs lost, obviously.
Right.
We're trying to keep all of our workers in house without having to furlough anybody, lay anybody off, and so we're like, hey, let's just try to think of, new avenues to maybe, produce new work, keep our workers happy, keep them busy. So, we thought it was kind of like, it was just a good situation to keep something going within the business, try a new product. We're always looking at, or they're always looking at new ideas for different things to create. So that's definitely was a big focus for us, labeling it, making sure it's 100% made in the USA.
So, when you first told me about the product, obviously, I had asked you if you'd want to come on and talk about it. And me, I was being in, the marketing world with my company, and I took my company nationwide 5 years ago. My first question was, is custom branding available to offer to people? So, and it says here in the sheet, the information that you gave me, custom branding is available.
Yep. So that thank you for pointing that out. That's definitely another big piece for us. We feel like I haven't come across anything yet where I've seen people using this key as a promotional item. So Anthony developed a way and figured out a way to program and kind of enhance the key from the initial prototype to make sure we can include a company name, a phone number, a website. I think it could be very beneficial, especially in the real estate world. You're always kind of handing out different material, and why not hand out something like this with your company name on it? Just help generate different chatter. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You give us the name, number, Anthony programs it, and it's basically drilled right into the surface of the key. So just to give you a little bit of an idea of how it works, like the outer part of the key is white, and there's a core of the key that's black. So if we drill through the white part on top of the key, we'll expose the inner part, the black, and that'll essentially create the letters like we did.
Similar to the one that I had posted when I posted the information about the company. As far as put the hashtag RRG on it, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing that I like that you guys actually talked about and that you actually brought up with me, which I thought was really great. You guys are working with frontline workers, which I think is amazing. Now, let's talk about your brother, Alexis. He's actually a fireman, correct?
Yeah, so he's in Ocala, Florida, about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of us in the Tampa, Largo area. But yeah, he's the head of his fire department. Been doing that his entire career.
Right.
He's also another very savvy guy. He has his own little leather working business that he does on the side. But we kind of like partner with him to help develop the website. And then regarding the frontline workers, he's utilizing this tool to kind of pass it around the different fire departments in his area. And also we're in communication with one of the hospitals in the Tampa Bay area now, trying to work with them to see if, we can give them a big donation of these tools. I think, using the little carbiner piece that kind of clips to your belt, I could just imagine, doctors, even people in the office place, just keeping that on their belt, bringing it out and opening doors with it. So we're in discussions with the hospital, and it seems like they might buy into it and allow for the donation. And
that's actually a great idea. So you could actually make it an extension, or have an extension on where they have their IDs.
Yep.
And they could just grab behind it, pull it out, whatever it is, and just keep rolling.
Exactly. Especially me being in an office building every day. Well, not right now, obviously, but when I'm back in there, 8 out of 10 people have their ID on that little belt clip. So the thought process would be, you just attach the key right to that. It's super lightweight. You barely even recognize it's there. You wouldn't even feel it on your keychain if you attached it to your keychain.
Right, so, which is good, because nobody wants to have bulky items and heavy items and stuff like that.
So that was definitely another benefit, because a lot of the ones you're seeing out there in Amazon, they're mostly metal from what I've seen. So I think we're the only one using this antimicrobial type of starboard marine grade plastic. That's
what I want to ask you about. What is it? And does that actually mean that the germs don't stay on it, or it's easier to clean? What does that mean?
Yeah, I think I definitely wouldn't sit here and pitch you like there's not going to be any germs on it or anything. I think it's just less prone to for germs residing on the surface, from what I understand about the material. But the company that sells the material, I think their name is King. They sell starboard, and they sell an upgraded starboard with the antimicrobial technology. So they actually sell that separate product. And Peninsula, my brother and my father, they've been using the antimicrobial for everything they do, actually. So for example, like one of the pieces they create with one of their customers is this material is vastly used on boats. If you guys are ever on a boat, whether it's like a cabinet or the bottom of a seat, they'll make this starboard plastic to spec for a cushion to kind of bolt on top of it, and then the plastic would sit kind of like on the body of the boat. So that's just like an example of one thing they do. But yeah, the material is supposed to be pretty top of the line.
That's amazing. That's really great that you guys have actually switched gears and willing to help. Not only like the family aspect of it, because you got a big family, and I've been to the gatherings of the Sofields and the Balzanos and the Foleys, and it gets a little crazy. So
it can be pretty intense,
It definitely gets a little intense. So basically, when your mom or when your sister had asked you to do it, were you just like, come on, or you're like, why not? We could do it. Was it hard to actually tool the machines to make the product specifically?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think my brother Anthony sent me the text, because I think they reached out to my brother Anthony first. He sent me the text. He's like, hey, what do you think about maybe setting up a website, this and that. I think that was on a Thursday. He had a key made Saturday morning, a day and a half later.
Yeah.
The website started that evening. My brother Alexis drove into town. It happened really fast. And again, my brother Anthony is extremely savvy with the programming side of things. So he was able to develop the program, feed it right into their machine, which is basically a giant CNC machine, which probably a good bit of people have heard what type of machine that is. But yeah, and we just kind of plugged and played with the programming, and it kind of worked out right away. And then, as it kind of started flowing around the family, got in touch with you, which is very appreciative of getting us on this platform. And here we are, like basically a week later.
Yeah. So, obviously I'm all about, social media presence, and that's basically how you're going to reach people. I mean, regardless of the pandemic, everybody's on the internet anyway. So if somebody's home right now and they want to, pop on, they could do it now or they could pop on afterwards. The website's listed now. And who came up with the name? Because I like it. Fingerfreekey.com.
Yeah, that was just the three of us, me and my brothers. We're kind of just looking around to see what other names are being used already.
Yeah.
And we decided this one sounds pretty good. Found the domain, bought the domain right away.
Yeah.
And set up the website together.
Yeah. I'm going to have you guys, I don't think I have it here, but I actually have a paddle. I have a paddle that I made, and it looks like an actual like spanking paddle, and it has hashtag spank the bank on it. So I'd love to try to produce a couple of those because I think they'd be great gifts to give out to other negotiators or real estate people, whatever it is. So, and it would be lightweight, which I think would be really great.
Yeah, absolutely. And just why you kind of it just kind of dawned me now, but the price point of the product too. We feel like we're in a pretty competitive price point. When we first started seeing these pop up, I mean, some of them are on Amazon for $25 plus $30, which is just it's pretty ridiculous. But I think part of that is because it's being developed in other countries, the shipping, yada yada yada. The fact that we're able to keep it in house. I feel like we're able to drive that price down, offer discounts if there's going to be any bulk orders or like the promotional items you're talking about. Would definitely offer discounts on,
Are you guys open to building other products with the material? Like if somebody was to come to you with an idea or a concept, would you be
100%? 100%. I'd open any idea to that. And Anthony and I, my other brother Alexis, we're always open to a new idea. When this came up, we were just like, hey, let's just run with it, see if we could develop it, see what it looks like. If we can get some traction, sell some sales, maybe keep some people healthier.
One thing that you had said in this piece of paper that you sent to me, which it really got to me, you said community. We're all about the community. That's amazing because in this time, everybody's jumping on board for the wrong reasons to profit. You guys are jumping on for the right reasons, not for profit. And it always leads back to my whole thing where I say RRG, people before profit. You guys are really falling in that line. It says here, you guys are working to develop partnerships with local hospitals to donate keys to their staff. And it goes on, it says that our brother Alexis is a firefighter in Ocala, Florida, and he's partnering with municipalities in his region to enhance public awareness.
Absolutely.
Freaking amazing that you guys are going to keep people employed in your manufacturing plant and that you're going to produce a product that's actually going to help them and their families. So kudos to you guys for offering something like that.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah. And like I kind of started alluding to, we're definitely not trying to make $1 million with this. We're like you said, it's community focused, and hopefully people think it's beneficial.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an amazing idea. You talk about the advantages of this. I know you're a little bit more like to a higher level than I am. I'm a germophobic, so I'm like right here. You're like not even on the chart.
Yeah, and now after everything going on now, it's just another level. I basically shower in Purell, if you can find it.
You're in works with Purell right now to make showering products, body wash, and not even really hair products, right?
Nah, don't need any of that.
Right. Do you shampoo your beard? Because I know women are probably like, does he shampoo his beard?
Yes, I use a vast majority of different product. I'm very into product, and it's very important to make sure we stay clean, and then we use our hygiene. This is the point of this whole call right now. So yeah.
What's funny about that? And I said to my wife, when this whole pandemic set off, and everybody's like, wash your hands, don't touch your face. And we were going out in public. I'm like, what is wrong with people? It's like hygiene took a turn, and people are washing their hands, but nobody's taking a shower. It's crazy. So I like the fact that, I'm talking to a fellow germaphobe on here. I love the fact that you guys, are offering, the advantages that you have with this. This is not a novelty item. This is something that you guys are passionate about, which obviously, I can appreciate. The product is 100% made in the USA, which is great. You guys are 100% working with frontline workers, which I think is great.
Yeah.
You do have the custom branding available for companies that are out there. Obviously, you talk about, real estate professionals. We had a long talk about, branding and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody was to follow the company, you guys have an Instagram account set up. And this is the Instagram account, correct?
Yeah. Please check us out on Instagram. There's only a few posts just because it's all very new, but the Instagram page is live. We have a link in the bio there for our website. Check out the website. Feel free to, direct mail me with any questions. If you guys, seriously, if you thought of a random idea that could be, engineered using the material we use, shoot me an email. Like, why not? Maybe we could partner together, develop something. I'm all for it.
So if somebody was to reach out to you, is the email support fingerkey?
Yep.
Fingerkey.com, correct?
Yep.
So if somebody has any questions or concerns regarding the product, or if they want to partner with you, or if they want you guys to actually put the product together or a product idea, you could do it. They could email you direct on here, and obviously they could, ask for Harold. Maybe want to say Harold Jr.
Yeah, you could direct it to me, but just to correct it's fingerfreekey.com.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yep.
Let me change that right now. It's Finger Free Key.
Yep. So you could email that. You could email direct mail into the Instagram account, whatever you like, and I'll be 100% sure to kind of respond.
That's great. So, Harold, is there anything else you want people to know about the product? Is there any, I know you guys are going to offer bulk promotions for people.
Yeah. So right now we have a promo code. It's 3 or more, you get 25% off. And obviously, if there was bulk ordering or the custom ordering, just reach out via the email address and be on right away and develop the custom product, give you the discounted pricing, and turn it around quickly. For sure.
So 3 or more, they're going to get an additional. They'll get 25% off.
Yep.
So it's 25% off the order.
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the custom branding, let's talk about production time. How many of these can you produce right now? Let's say, and the product comes in two colors, right? White and black.
Yes, white and black. But I believe if it's going to be the custom piece, it's going to be white. If you're going to buy it standalone key without custom branding, you could buy it white or black.
Got it.
And the turnaround time for the standard key without custom branding, if you put an order in today, it'll be fulfilled within 48 hours at the very most. And then, we ship it out right away, free shipping on the lower quantities. And then there was another question I missed in there.
Mm-hmm.
But the discounting, 25% off, and the lead time, that's where it was. If for the custom branding, once we talk to whoever wants to purchase it, develop the prototype,
mm-hmm.
get final approval. I can't imagine, we're talking about a 5-day turnaround, 1 week turnaround.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Somebody said here they thought it was a great product. I think that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
How much do you think you guys could produce a day as far? And I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
Yeah, no. I think my brother told me like we could do 1,000 a day. 1,000.
So right now you guys could really be a fulfillment house.
Oh yeah. It's quickly produced. They have a ton of product, ton of the raw material on site already, and even if they didn't, their supplier brings that within a day, the raw material, and then just kind of drilling it out, and that's basically it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Look, I like the idea. Obviously, I love the concept. When you told me about it, I said I wanted you to come on, and I want you, for you to explain it. Now, I know you're busy, and I know you have other things that you have to handle. We've got a couple of minutes left. So if there's anything that you want to talk about, regarding obviously the product itself, or anything as far as promotions, or specific people that you'd love to maybe even partner with on this type of product, definitely give a shout out.
Yeah, I mean, regarding partnerships on this product, the heavy focus right now is trying to just maintain and develop that relationship with a hospital and like the fire departments. Yeah, I mean, like I said, any idea, if somebody had an idea or thought, please, email us for sure. Check out the Instagram account. I feel like there's a little bit more information in there, a little more information on the website. Yeah, nothing really else to give you guys. Really appreciate, again, Uncle Matt providing this platform, everybody listening.
Absolutely.
And yeah, check it out. If you like it, great. Shoot us an email, purchase it. We'll turn it around right away, and we'll go from there.
So, guys, the product is Finger-Free Key. The website is fingerfreekey.com. You can obviously go on to the Instagram account, and you can follow them on there. And I'm assuming you're going to post product pictures.
Absolutely.
I know you're going to put my product picture on there because, I'm your uncle and I'm telling you to do it.
It's on there already.
I love it. I love it. You should put on there for all your real estate needs for distressed real estate. That one good. But I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
And Harold, at the end of every show, I actually have people where they do the finger point because that's my claim to fame. So I want to see, can you do the finger point?
I have big hands.
You got big hands. You got big hands. I got you.
At that.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go offline. We'll talk to you offline. Guys, the product is amazing. I'm waiting for my product, obviously, to get sent to me. It's fingerfreekey.com. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thanks, Harold.